Commander Zex Thul of the Hegemony Fleet adjusted his neural crown as the tactical display flickered before him. 300 warships from 7 different species hung in the void around Earth's moon, their weapons charged and ready. For decades, the humans had been a curiosity, a primitive species that somehow managed to resist every attempt at conquest or subjugation. "They're transmitting again," reported his communications officer, Lieutenant Vril. Zex Thul's mandibles clicked in annoyance. "The same pathetic warnings." "Yes, sir. They keep insisting we should leave their system before they stop holding back." It's almost endearing in its desperation. The bridge crew erupted in chittering laughter. Earth had no interstellar fleet, no plasma cannons, no quantum shields. Their most advanced spacecraft barely reached their own moon. What could they possibly be holding back? Dr. Elena Vasquez stood in the observation deck of Lunar Station, watching the alien armada through reinforced transparent steel. Her weathered hands gripped the railing as she spoke into her communicator. "Control, this is Dr. Vasquez. The Hegemony Fleet has increased to 300 ships. They're not responding to our final warnings." "Understood, Lunar Station," came the reply from Earth. "Dr. Vasquez, are you certain about the calculations? There's no margin for error here." Elena closed her eyes. 40 years of theoretical physics, 20 years developing the equations, 10 years of secret construction. The entire scientific community had called her mad when she first proposed it. Even now, knowing what was about to happen, she could barely believe it herself. The math is solid. Control. The Hawking-Chen field generators are online. All safety protocols are. Well, there are no safety protocols for this. Copy that. Dr. Vasquez, you should know the President has authorized Protocol 7. Elena's breath caught. Protocol 7 meant they weren't just defending Earth anymore. They were about to send a message to every aggressive species in the galaxy. "I understand. Control. Beginning final countdown." Aboard the Hegemony flagship, Zex Thul was growing impatient. The humans had been transmitting their warnings for 6 hours now. It was time to end this charade and begin the harvest. "All ships, prepare to..." The sensor array exploded in a cascade of impossible readings. Every screen on the bridge flickered between red alerts and error messages. "What's happening?" Zex Thul demanded. "Sir, I'm detecting massive gravitational fluctuations from Earth's moon. The readings don't make sense. It's as if space-time itself is being manipulated." On Lunar Station, Dr. Vasquez watched as the hidden installations across the moon's surface hummed to life. Massive rings emerged from concealed bunkers, each one spinning faster than the eye could follow. The Hawking-Chen field generators, humanity's greatest secret, began their work. "Initiating quantum gravity manipulation," Elena announced. "Field coherence at 60%, 70%, 85%, achieving critical threshold." The effect was immediate and terrifying. The moon itself began to shift, not in position, but in fundamental properties. Its mass remained constant, but its gravitational influence expanded exponentially. What had once been a gentle tug became an overwhelming force. "Sir," screamed the Hegemony sensor officer. "The moon, it's generating a gravity well equivalent to a neutron star." Zex Thul watched in horror as his outer ships began to drift inexorably toward the lunar surface. Emergency thrusters fired at maximum burn, but it was useless. The artificial gravity field was pulling them in like insects toward a web. "All ships, retreat. Full power to engines." But it was too late for the closest vessels. The first Hegemony cruiser struck the moon's surface at relativistic speed, creating a flash visible from Earth. Then another, and another. Dr. Vasquez spoke calmly into her communicator as warships died around her. "Control, this is Phase 1 complete. The outer ring of enemy vessels has been neutralized. Shall I proceed to Phase 2? Affirmative. Lunar Station. Show them what humans are capable of when we stop pretending to be primitive. Elena smiled grimly and adjusted the field parameters. The gravitational manipulation shifted from a simple attractive force to something far more sophisticated. She began to pulse the gravity waves in complex patterns, creating ripples in space-time itself. The remaining hegemony ships found themselves caught in gravitational currents that seemed to defy physics. Some were accelerated to impossible speeds and flung toward the outer system. Others were trapped in recursive loops, orbiting points in empty space, where Elena had created artificial singularities. This is impossible. Zex Thul gasped as his flagship spun helplessly in a gravity eddy. No species can manipulate space-time like this. "Sir," whispered his communications officer, "I'm receiving a transmission from Earth." "Put it through." A human voice, calm and cold, filled the bridge. "Attention, Hegemony Fleet. This is Earth Control. For decades, you and other species have assumed we were helpless because we appeared technologically primitive. You were wrong. We chose to appear primitive. We chose to limit ourselves to conventional physics and sublight travel. We chose to let you think you were superior." Zex Thul's ship suddenly stopped spinning as the gravity field released it. He found himself staring directly at Earth, blue and beautiful, and suddenly terrifying. The truth is, we mastered gravity manipulation 3 decades ago. We could have built an interstellar empire. We could have conquered every world in this galaxy. Instead, we chose peace. We chose to stay home. We chose to warn potential aggressors rather than simply destroy them. Another pulse of gravitational force, and half of Zex Thul's remaining fleet simply vanished. Not destroyed, transported. Flung across space to emerge in their home systems, their ship's computers filled with detailed scans of Earth's defenses. "You have seen what we can do when we stop holding back," the voice continued. "Every ship we've spared carries proof of our capabilities. Share this information with the Galactic Council. Tell them that Earth offers the same choice we've always offered: peace, trade, and mutual respect. The alternative is no longer warnings." Dr. Vasquez watched as the last hegemony ships fled the system, their crews undoubtedly traumatized by their first encounter with unleashed human technology. She began the shutdown sequence for the Hawking Chen generators, returning Lunar to its normal gravitational state. "Control, this is Lunar Station. The demonstration is complete. All enemy vessels have been neutralized or expelled. No human casualties." "Outstanding work, Dr. Vasquez. How do you feel about finally letting the galaxy see what we're really capable of?" Elena looked out at the stars, knowing that humanity had just crossed a threshold. They were no longer the mysterious primitive species at the galaxy's edge. They were something far more dangerous, a civilization that had chosen restraint over conquest, and could abandon that choice at will. "Honestly, Control, I feel sorry for them. They thought they knew what monsters look like." She paused, watching Earth rise over Lunar's horizon. "They had no idea we were the ones choosing not to be monsters." In the weeks that followed, the Galactic Council received dozens of reports from species that had attempted to threaten or invade Earth. All told the same story: humanity possessed technology that made them not just dangerous, but potentially unstoppable. The mysterious primitive species had been deliberately holding back. The galaxy learned a new lesson. Sometimes the most dangerous civilizations are those that choose peace, because they're the only ones who truly understand the cost of war.